The world did not see this coming. In a single, unstoppable move, Ghana and Burkina Faso just shook the entire global gold empire to its core. For decades, powerful nations quietly drained Africa's wealth. But suddenly, the game has flipped. Ghana didn't strike a new mine, they struck the truth about corruption, hidden leaks, and billions stolen in daylight. And the moment they shut those doors, their gold revenue exploded like never before. And the spark that ignited this revolution? Captain Ibrahim Traoré. His bold model: keep the gold inside the country, refine it at home, control the exports, block foreign manipulation, has become the blueprint of a new African awakening. Inspired by this, Ghana moved fast. Under Mahama's aggressive new reforms, every single ounce of gold now passes through Ghana's own Gold Council. No more smuggling, no more secret profits, no more foreign companies robbing the nation blind. And the results? Immediate. Billions recovered, reserves rising, jobs returning, trust restored. For the old powers who fed off Africa for decades, this is a nightmare. For Ghana and Burkina Faso, this is a rebirth. Africa's wealth is returning home. The kingdom of gold now belongs to Africa again.
A revolution is growing quietly in Burkina Faso, and it's not in the battlefield, but in a pineapple field. Yes, and the army of Burkina Faso is now farming 60,000 pineapples on just 1 hectare. Under the command of President Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Traoré visited the farm himself, saying, "The army is not only for weapons, it must build the nation." And that's exactly what they're doing. This is just the beginning. 8 more hectares are ready for coffee, cocoa, avocado, and cola. Burkina Faso is planting the seeds of a new future. If this inspires you, drop a like and comment growth for part 2.
This is the day Mali quietly broke one of France's oldest chains, and the classroom became the battlefield. A memo from the Ministry of Education dropped like a plot twist. The 1789 French Revolution is no longer taught in schools. Instead, Mali is replacing colonial chapters with Malian and African history. Stories that sound like home, not Paris. And it didn't stop there. French is no longer the official language. 13 local languages now stand on equal ground. And primary schools are teaching in Bambara. Kids finally learning in the language their grandparents dream in. But here's the question everyone's whispering. If Mali rewrites its past, how long before the whole Sahel rewrites its future?
Burkina Faso is doing what the world once called impossible, building a new nation without a single loan from the IMF or the World Bank. This is the spirit of Faso Mayabo. Under Captain Ibrahim Traoré's vision, towns aren't being constructed by foreign companies or loan agencies. They're being built by the people themselves. Citizens are turning into the country's own builders. Some are shaping bricks, others are donating cement, and many show up at the sites every morning like it's a national duty, not just construction work. Traoré didn't launch this movement like a distant politician. He provided the machines, kept them running, worked alongside the teams, standing not as a leader above them, but as a partner in the mission. This is what real transformation looks like when a nation stops relying on others.
This is absolutely shocking. Guinea-Bissau has just exploded into a full-blown military takeover, and the entire region is shaken to its core. Soldiers stormed the capital, shut down the borders, suspended the election, and took control of the whole country in just hours. No warning, no mercy, no negotiation. According to officials, the country was already on the edge of disaster. Both presidential candidates claimed victory before results were even announced. 2 winners, 0 results, and millions of citizens stuck in the middle. The military said they refused to wait for chaos. They declared, "We won't let this country burn. We're taking over now." And what happened next stunned everyone. The president, Umaro Sissoko Embalo, a man the West heavily supported, was arrested by his own soldiers, the same men who were supposed to protect him. They shut down the media, locked down the borders, imposed curfew, and placed the entire nation under strict military rule. This isn't just another coup. This is a wave, the same wave that hit Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, now crashing into Guinea-Bissau. People are asking, is this the Sahel effect spreading again?
You won't believe this, but Mali's presidents might have secretly coached Ibrahim Traoré on how to humble greedy mining giants, and the companies are panicking. Burkina Faso just walked into the negotiation room like, yes, we'll be taking 50% of our biggest gold mine back. Meanwhile, the Australian company owning 85% of Kiaki Mine is sweating harder than a thief at a police parade. And the suspense? If they don't cooperate, let's just say Traoré might do the needful. After all, his mentor Assimi Goïta already schooled a Canadian mining firm in Mali. Tax evasion, years long, game over. Now everyone's wondering, who's next?
This is unbelievable. A small nut in South Africa is making farmers wealthier than gold itself. Yes, you heard that correctly, macadamia nuts. The same nuts sold for nearly $25 per pound are turning everyday South African farmers into millionaires. Why? because this tiny nut is changing everything. Some farmers are earning up to $18,000 per hectare from macadamias. Compare that to maize, which hardly brings in $2,000, and you instantly understand why farmers are switching at lightning speed. But here's the real surprise. South Africa is now the world's #1 producer of macadamia nuts, not Australia. This little nut has completely flipped the script. Farmers in Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and KwaZulu-Natal are reshaping the future of African agriculture. What started as a risky dream has exploded into a billion-dollar industry. One farmer began with only 2.5 acres. Today, he owns more than 100 hectares. And the numbers are mind-blowing. 95% of the nuts are exported, bringing billions of dollars in foreign currency into Africa. Africa is shaking the world again, not with gold, not with oil, but with something no one ever expected, a single fruit. In Kenya, farmers who once struggled just to feed their families are now buying cars, building solid homes, and sending their children to top schools. All because the world finally woke up to African avocados. Just 3 years ago, these fruits were rotting on the ground. No buyers, no value, no hope. Most farmers earned less than $500 a year. Then, everything changed. China entered the game, and when 1.4 billion people demand something, the world doesn't just listen, it trembles. Chinese buyers landed in Kenya, offering $2 per kilo for fruits that were once worthless. Overnight, farmers jumped from poverty to earning $15,000, even $30,000 a year. But the story didn't end there. Europe panicked. Supermarket shelves started running empty, so they rushed to Kenya, signing long-term contracts, paying farmers up front, even funding packaging, transport, and logistics. A global fight for African fruit. And the impact: communities transformed, schools reopened, roads were built. Some farmers didn't stop at selling fruit. They started exporting their own avocado products to the world.